Welcome to TT's Corner. I am going to give my honest review about the JLP PNP economic debate that took place last night, August 26. Okay, first we have JLP Chris Tufton, Fayval Williams, Dana Morris Dixon, and PNP Peter Bunting, Kisha Anderson, and Julian Robinson. So let's get started. Fayval came out strong, letting the people know that PNP is lying about the 3.5 threshold. She let the country know that PNP would tax people. They would tax in order to maintain the 3.5. Okay. Julian Robinson was very confrontational and pointing his finger and shouting. For some people, they may think that yelling is a good thing, but for me, yelling doesn't mean you're telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Dr. Dana Morrison Dixon was the debate superstar for me. She was articulate, well-rounded. She had facts and substance. She did a great job picking up where Fayval lingers. To me, it's not surprising and I hope to my fellow Jamaicans, they saw the same thing that I see. Miss Fayval Williams, she speaks slowly, and that isn't the type of communication that is needed in a debate. So it kind of slow up the thing, but she got some of her points across. Julian Roberts, back to Julian, he wasn't being honest a bunch of times, but two things I definitely knew he wasn't honest about. He asked about why JLP doesn't release the Finsac report. And he knows there's no Finsac report because his former leader, Portia Simpson Miller, when it came PNP in power, she shut down the investigation. She scrapped it. So there's no report. And he knows that. He knows that. And also, when he spoke about SSL and say that right before the collapse of SSL, Andrew took his money. That's not true. Andrew took his money before that. So it's not like he had an inside source or anything. He took his money out of SSL before. And Julian know that. So don't do it. And Peter Bunting, he tried to show bravado and without shame, he bragged that Mark Golden and himself made their money from Finsac. And I'm like, are you for real? Are you for real? Saying that out. So nonchalant about it. And as I stated previously, due to Fayval's slow speech, it took away, some brownie points for me with the JLP. But that's why I was happy that Chris Tufton and Dana Morris was there to pick up where Fayval Williams was flat. And Dr. Chris Tufton, he gave a 1-2 punch, telling Bunting he don't know how he can be comfortable with his Finsac era, knowing that the contractor general had accused him of sweetheart deals. And he also reminded Bunting that he asked for divine intervention when he was security minister. And the most embarrassing moment for me was that, the same thing was telling him as a security minister. He was robbed, So that to me was just so funny. And Kisha Anderson, she asked the Jamaican people a question if their lives are better today than it was under the PNP. And I can say a resounding yes. People's lives are better. For example, during the PNP, minimum wage was $6,000. And now it is $16,000. That's a $10,000 difference. More people are employed. Hard Trust is free for folks to learn a skill and be self-sufficient. Crime is down. Murder is at an all-time low. Poverty in itself is low. So yes, there is a lot of places who didn't have water. There's roads, there's hospitals, there are clinics, there's a lot of infrastructure. So yes, things is better. And if they're speaking about, things are expensive all over the world, things are expensive. So no. And I know a lot more people are accomplishing things during this JLP era than the PNP. I hear they keep talking even about nurses and teachers and all these things. But during the PNP, teachers and nurses and policemen, securities, they were on a wage freeze. So I don't understand. Bunting and Julian keeps talking and saying, the teachers this and teachers that. You guys didn't care about the teachers. So knock it off. Knock it off. Because, so don't pretend now that you care. Right at this moment, there's more teachers owning homes. There's no more teachers driving cars because now they can afford to get it. During the PNP, they couldn't. So yes, Kisha, things are better now than it was previously. And for me, if there's people who like the shouting and yelling, then Julian and the PNP won. But if you wanted truth and substance, without a doubt, even with the slowness of Miss Fayval Williams, the JLP won, in my humble opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you, and God bless you.